Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be across this blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. It is a Tell the Truth Wednesday, and we have some Gentel confirms truths to tell today. Thank you for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. I am your host, Mike Bara, in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joined as I always am on Mondays and Wednesdays by the lovely lady with the lustrous hair, my co-host, Jennifer Falah in Hayden, Idaho. Jen, how was your Tuesday?
Good Tuesday.
Good Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right. You had a show yesterday, right?
I did.
Okay. So, a couple things just to start off with. Hey, Jen, Barkley continues to not so much improve, but be reasonable, be healthy, have some of his eyesight back. And what I want to ask you, is there any, we don't have to do this on the air. You can tell me off the air, but if we can figure out if there's any one thing that we did that helped him recover, is it steroids? Is it antibiotics? Is it taking him off something he was on? Is it putting him on? Did he get poisoned? Did it just run through his system? I don't even know. Any thoughts?
Oh, you can start by thanking Jesus because of Marcy and me.
Thank you, Jesus.
He did take him off of something.
That helped. Okay. Good. So, I'd like to thank Lynn Winfield for sending me this little piece of animal art here. It's really sweet, really cool. It's just really nice to get stuff like this in the mail. Thank you, Lynn, very much for doing this. It will have a place. It did have a place back there, but it was where Shatner and Dave Bara are, right about there, and you couldn't read it or see what it was. So, wanted you to know that I got it, and I do appreciate that. So, all right, we're going to get into stuff here pretty quick, but while we wait for everybody to get in here, we only have about half our usual audience. They're on their way. Let's go ahead and do all of our usual stuff. Remember, if you miss a show, you can always pop over to mikebara.blogspot.com where you can pick up all the latest updates on anything I may or may not be doing. We have today's show. It's going to run right there. Last night's Toxically Masculine Tuesday, which was kind of on fire last night. Got some people upset because I played some Nick Fuentes clips from his interview with Piers Morgan. But we have the Real News Live show for Monday. We have analysis of various UFO cases like the Calvine UFO photo where I show you it's just the peak of a hill. It's not an alien spaceship. It's just the peak of a mountain in Scotland. Interviews I've done with people in the UFO community. The latest updates, articles I've written in the past proving, for instance, that pareidolia is not a real thing, and a list of my upcoming appearances. Now, that will lead you directly to the Rumble channel, which is Real News Live with Mike and Jen, where we have about 7,440 followers over there at that time. It's a wonderful place. This is the place that we will always be because there's little to no censorship on Rumble for a change. If the censorship hits again, we're going to be over here on Real News Live with Mike and Jen on Rumble doing what we did before. And one of the other cool things you can do on here is you can hit the subscribe button, and for a mere $5 a month, you can support the show financially. We appreciate that. Buy us a coffee, keeps things going, pays for the software, all that good stuff. We thank you very much. And you can also hit the green $ button there at the bottom, only during a live chat and usually only on your computer. But you hit that subscribe or that Rumble Rant button, and for any amount, you can Rumble Rant. And the advantage of being a subscriber or a Rumble Ranter is that your questions go right to the top of the slush pile when it comes time for questions and answers with Jen. So that's a really cool thing. And the same thing applies on the YouTube side of the house. Mike Bara 333 on the YouTube side. If you hit a super chat and put in any amount, your questions go to the top of the pile. And those are the ones we focus on getting answered first and foremost. Also, please don't forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus over at thecbdgurus.com, where the awesome Matt and Lucas create all kinds of CBD-based health products. Remember, President Trump on Truth Social endorsed CBD and cannabinoids as a means toward providing and enhancing human health. Just a few months ago, you hit the wholesale tab, you slide down to Mike B Wholesale, you type in the discount code ALIEN, no capital A, no S on the end, just alien all lowercase. Pick up this week's specials, which frequently include a gift of some currency, 20,000 dong, some rupiah. We've had bolivar in there. We've had dinar, all kinds of cool stuff that come along with the orders that you place with Matt. And you get the wonderful products as well at wholesale prices. The sleep gummies are awesome. The pain freeze roll on is awesome. The CBD pet oil, I've got Barkley on that. The Excite fruit gummies for people that like a little bit more energy. All kinds of cool stuff over at the cbdgurus.com. And we're also sponsored by the wonderful folks over at MikeBaraPets.com, where you can pick up all kinds of mushroom-based, holistic, vegan supplements for your dogs, your cats, your horsies, all the furry people in your life. You can pick them up there. And they have products for human consumption as well. I got Barkley on the Mush Puppies, the Mojos, the special sauce. I've got the cats on the super sauce, the Sequoia premium cat food. Barkley gets a chill doggy. When we go out, if he has anxiety, if your dog has separation anxiety, hit him with a chill doggy. He'll calm right down. Hush ponies are for donkeys and horses and large dogs. They work wonders. They're pretty amazing. And you get the entire Inforce line of Coriolis color and Chi-based and all kinds of different mushroom-based products to focus on boosting your immune system, your brain clarity, restoring your organs, your pancreas, and your liver, helping support them. The Inforce Shield to keep you from picking up viruses. The Inforce gummies, they got chocolates, they got coffee, they've got starter packs, they've got everything. They've got body balms. Send an email to Diana at MikeBaraPets@gmail.com. She's very busy with the Boulder Christmas house right now, but if you send her an email, she'll get back to you. Tell her what your symptoms are, tell her what your pet's symptoms are, and she'll get you on the right program to get you back, moving your way back to health. Also, please do not forget to visit our wonderful, wonderful friends over at lifewave.com. They have awesome phototherapy products, the X39 base product. I'm also using the SP6 and the Eon on a daily basis. Again, these are based on the science of phototherapy, which is simply, it's been patented actually, reflecting back your own body's infrared heat emissions back to stimulate the production of stem cells. This is a military technology that's now been developed and brought to the private sector by the folks over at LifeWave, and they have amazing results. I've really only had one person who didn't get great results from that, and that is a person with a very severe genetic disorder. So as it turns out, I found wonderful stuff. I've lost 3 pounds. I just had my blood work done yesterday. I'll let you know how my blood work is after 6 months of being on the X39 and 4 months of being on the SP6. But we all know I've lost 15 pounds and haven't changed a thing about my diet or exercise. Lifewave.com, link in the description to all this stuff. Jen, why don't you tell us what's going on over at jenniferlaw.com for Christmas time? It's getting close to Christmas time.
The psychic development and interdimensional meditation classes are on sale. That is a huge discount. If you'd like to get them, you can purchase. Email me after so I have a good email to send them to. I have gift cards for healings and hourly readings and the yearly forecast. You can purchase those, and they are all on sale as well. You can use the donation button to combine purchases. Just email me after and tell me what you did. Pretty soon I'm going to be giving away free gift cards for readings, healings, and classes this next week on my shows. And possibly this show. So if you'd like to donate to that effort, you can go and make a donation with the donation button. I'm going to give them away anyway. But if you'd like to throw into the pot, you can go and do that. And then email me after that. Tell me what you did so I know what the purchase was for. If you'd like to purchase a reading with me now, or as soon as possible, you can go to philosophy.com and get on the schedule. That probably, if you're wanting a reading soon, you're probably going to want to get on the schedule now, because after, when Christmas is over, it's going to fill up.
Yeah.
From all the gift cards. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So philosophy.com to book a reading, jenniferfalaw.com for gift cards and giveaways and classes.
All right.
If you'd like to reach Marcy Howell or Susan Gratz, they are also located on my website. You can find them there if you don't know where to go to find them for their services. They do not work for me. You purchase from them and email them to schedule or for additional information after purchase. Thank you.
All right. That is what is going on over at jenniferfalaw.com. I think we need a more greenish, Christmassy background. I'm gonna look for some more backgrounds. What do you think, Jen? I've got some, but I don't know. They're not that Christmassy. What do you think about that one? I don't know. I want more. I want more green. I want more green. Christmas for sure. All right, let's head on over to the news segment and talk about what is going on in the news. But before that, there's a few comments I'd like to get to. Ageless Sage Wisdom says, try a little hydrogen peroxide on a Q-tip in your ear. Make sure it's the lowest strength hydrogen peroxide. It will bubble, bend over, and swish it all around in the ear. I will try that. I did just buy a red light therapy machine, hoping that will improve. But as it stands now, it's been very difficult and very determined. Maybe somebody's telling me I need to listen more. I don't know. I'm trying to listen a lot. It's been interesting. Okay, that's one we're going to get to later when we get to questions. I had this one, which is news related. Any thoughts on Mark saying this morning he thinks Q1 2026? Well, the bad news is Mark said that, apparently. The good news is two things. That I'm not hearing that. I'm hearing immediately from other people besides Jen. And the other thing is, just like the rest of us, Mark has never been right. So let's hope he's wrong about this one too. And yeah, Jen, I was going to ask you.
I beg your pardon.
What's that?
Just like the rest of us have never been right?
Well, we haven't in terms of calling the date. We have not been right. It is Tell the Truth Wednesday, Jen. So let's just tell the truth and say we've never been right about it. But neither is Mark. So let's hope Mark's wrong. Bruce's call got cut off and the recording was weird. There were some people asking, was Bruce interfered with last night in his presentation, or was it just some sort of normal internet phone problem? Big call, Bruce.
I think the call dropped. Yeah, it wasn't anything like that.
It wasn't interference. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. All right, we'll get to questions in a minute. Now let's head on to the news segment. Jen got really big there. There we go. Okay, news. What's in the news? Okay, so I continue to have reports for my people on the bond side that they're on an any minute, any hour basis. I have a report about redemption centers being on an any minute, any hour basis. Now, Mark is very well connected to redemption centers, so it is possible that he's not hearing the same thing. But I did hear from someone that they are basically ready to roll this thing out and they would like to do it this week. I continue to hear they need to do it before the 15th. Then I hear from other people they need to do it before the 1st. The truth is, I don't think that anybody needs to do anything. They're going to do what they want to do when they want to do it and not before. And that's the situation that we find ourselves in. It's a difficult spot to be in because we all want this and need this to move forward in our lives. But that's the situation that we're stuck in. So what I continue to hear is that tonight is ripe. Today is ripe for seeing something in the Gazette, and that everything is supposedly just about ready to roll on out, and that there's nothing holding it up, like in Iraq. There's nothing in Iraq that would, should, or could hold it up. So we're stuck in a situation where we need simply someone to say, go ahead and do this thing. Now, others will argue that the situation in Venezuela and the situation in Ukraine need to be resolved first before we can go. I don't agree with that, but it would be nice to have them resolved, especially if the Bolivar is going to be, in the first basket, which is questionable, but there are a lot of people who think that it is. And there were reports yesterday that the agros on the Bolivar are indeed going along with the Zim, the Dong, and the Dinar, which is the first set of stuff to go. The question remains, when does that happen? There was not any real significant progress on a Ukrainian peace deal yesterday, although there is a lot of pressure on Zelensky. The Europeans have now stepped in to try to fuck this up. Macron and Keir Starmer. And by the way, how many people in the last 100 years have died because of the French and the British and all the wars that they've started everywhere? You know, maybe we should just move on from them. But they are trying to keep the war going for no reason. There's no strategic value to Europe in the Ukraine war going. This is all deep state shenanigans to keep up the money laundering and the trafficking and the drugs running through Ukraine. So that is what is at risk. That's why this is a desperate last stand for the European cabal and why they are fighting to the end. And I don't see an immediate resolution of that, although we certainly can hope for an immediate resolution of that. Jen, something like 1.7 million people took to the streets in, I believe it was Slovakia yesterday, which I think fits your description of people unhappy with the riot, to declare it a Christian nation and saying we are not going to tolerate an Islamic invasion in our country, which I thought was pretty much a Gentel confirm. I thought that was really interesting.
All right, so we got a Gentel confirm on the riots too.
Yeah. I don't know that they were riots, but they were big protests, and they were definitely there was an intensity about it, a military.
Well, I use the word riots, but what I did see is people in large numbers coming out into the streets, and they were not happy.
Not happy, yeah. So that is there. The other thing is the Venezuela situation remains. Say it with me, Jen. Venezuela is not resolved yet, as far as we know. Maduro appears to still be in power, clinging to power. He's under tremendous pressure. Russia and others are supposedly trying to prop him up, although I don't know. I don't see. Here's what I think could happen, is that we make a deal with Putin. You stop helping Maduro in Venezuela and let us handle our hemisphere, and we'll stop helping Zelensky in Ukraine, and we'll let you handle your hemisphere, Eastern, Western. I believe that's the end game for what's going on. And it could be theater. It could just be that this is all arranged, but this is theater for the moment. But Maduro is still there. The government in exile of Mr. Gonzalez, who actually won the 2024 election, has not been declared as of today, as far as I know. If that has changed, somebody in the chat let me know. But as far as I know, nothing happened in Oslo today to declare Gonzalez as the legitimate government of Venezuela, which a lot of people were hoping for and might prompt Maduro to leave. And I'm going to remind you again that 6 months ago in Iran, you know, the Pahlavis were supposed to be back by now running things in Iran, and they're not there. So the Nasara thing remains elusive, Jen. And I don't know if any of these are actually required for the RV to go and for us to get our notifications. I don't think so. But, you know, if they were achieved, it would be it would be a desirable thing. You know, it would be an ideal situation if it was resolved. So any thoughts on any of that? And do you have any Gentel updates?
Well, the new leader of Venezuela was sworn in last night.
Oh, he was? Oh, I didn't hear that. Okay.
No, you didn't, because I just heard it from Gabriel.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
And Maduro is in prison, and he is paraded out, or his double is paraded out whenever needed right now, until they can smoothly make this transition in the public eye.
Wow. There you have. That's why you tune into this show, folks. Wow. Cool. Okay. So, what do you think about? The idea, my idea, I guess, that we're going to basically trade Ukraine for Venezuela? Russia gets out of the Western Hemisphere, and the U.S. steps away from the Eastern Hemisphere.
The Ukraine thing is going to be done shortly. Venezuela will have a regime change, and that will be done shortly. Both of these things will be handled and completed very soon. That's what I think.
Is the RV contingent on them being completed first, as far as we know, or is it regardless of are those things?
We still have a private event to do behind the scenes, and that's tier 4.
Okay.
So what you're seeing right now is a bunch of, confusion where people don't really know what's going on in the public eye, so that they can have that time to get that completed.
Cool.
The removal, we've got the rate for Venezuela. So we can proceed in tier 4.
Do we know what that rate is?
Yes, we do.
She's not telling you, but she knows what it is.
Sorry.
No,
I'm not putting it out. I'm not even doing that. You can cry all you want, but I'm not doing it.
I asked you a question.
So anyway,
honestly, you answered it directly. I asked you a direct question, and you gave me a direct answer.
Yeah.
You know the
the conclusion of the Ukraine conflict and Venezuela is for Nasara Jasara. So directly after, the RV and tier 5, the public RV is the kickoff of that. And so everything's being prepared behind the scenes so that we can proceed. And that is proceeding.
How do you feel about this week and tonight? Because a lot of people are saying that they still are having plans to.
I'm going to stick with what I said until it's. It's still on until it's not.
Right. Okay.
I'm not going to start doubting it now.
Okay. Still, and that's what I hear from other people too, that it's on. So.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going on with my hair. We have a windstorm right now, and I can hear it. So if I go black, nothing happened to me. It's just the windstorm, and I ran outside to secure some things, and it blew my hair all over the place. I just ran in here and sat down. So.
Okay, let's go to questions. And this is the time when you can really pick Jen's brain and ask the angels anything you want. And thank you to the angels for the information. Jen, is there a message for me with what's going on with my ears, or is it just you got to take care of yourself better? What is it?
I said, don't set yourself up like that with me. Is there a message for me? Yeah, here, I've got a list. No, just kidding.
Shut up. By the way, the 10-page dossier of all the women who have complaints about me because they didn't get what I wanted.
The lights are flickering.
By the way, I forgot. Jen's on that list. So.
All the women, all of your massive amounts of women. Now, what was this? What did I miss?
There's this guy who came into the chat room, the Telegram chat.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I've got a 10-page document on you, Mike. It's going to prove who you really are and all the things you've done. And I'm like going through and I'm listening. Oh, yeah. So it's a list of a bunch of women who are complaining because they didn't get what they wanted out of me. And see, I have the names on Blair. I'm like going through the list of names and I'm like, well, there's actually more names on here than I thought of women who may have some complaints about me. Okay, great. I say bring it on. And there's nothing about my life that is hidden at all. I am exactly who you see on this show. Take it or leave it.
People have no life. I mean, who would sit around and even construct something like that? Oh, you know what? I have nothing better to do.
I kind of know.
In my mom's basement.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sit around and I'm going to make a list of everything that Mike Bara has done in his life and put it on the internet. Okay, dude.
And what's the point to try to convince people that I'm faking this?
We already know, dude.
I'm a grifter.
We're already aware.
Yeah.
Of Mike and his escapades. Okay.
And frankly, Mike's proud of them, to be honest with you. So it's like, here's the thing. Just so everybody knows, every single lady I've had an interaction with since I've been single, I've kept all the receipts. Okay. So whenever you hear a story, I'm going to come back and I'm going to go, well, no, that's not exactly what happened. Here's what actually happened. So
yeah, I'm sure we'll all be shocked.
Yeah, you're not going to be shocked, actually. So, all right, let's get our questions in. Remember, if you super chat or Rumble Rant, your question goes to the top of the pile, and Jen will answer them directly. But I do like to give a few free questions to people who aren't necessarily subscribers or Rumble Ranters or super chatters. Let's start with Tina. She says, "Does my mom or dad have a message for me?"
Okay, but yeah, we did have quite a few Gentel confirms since Monday.
But
we'll go just straight into questions.
Okay, I'm sorry. Do you want to go to the Gentel confirms? Okay. Do you have the list, or should I go?
Yeah, I got a freaking list.
Yeah, I got a freaking list. Jen's like, speaking of receipts, I got my receipts.
First of all, longtime Gentel confirm about silver. I've been telling you all year long that by the end of the year, in the fall, actually, that if we're going to hit $60, we did. Gentel confirm.
And by the way, Bix Weir, Mr. Silver has been saying for 5 years, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. Jen is more accurate than Bix and did it in one reading. Boom, she got everything. So who's been right?
So
who's the silver surfer here? I think it's this lady right here.
I don't know. I don't follow him.
Not Bix. I like Bix, but he's wrong. So anyway, go ahead.
Gentel confirm about regime change in Venezuela.
Coming soon. I'm going to confirm on that. The absolute and the clear confirm. The protests in the streets. This
morning we had a story circulating, it doesn't have to be a big one, of two boats colliding on the water in the ocean.
Venezuelan drug boats, maybe.
Possible Gentel confirm, and all we need is stories about this. We haven't seen an avalanche or a volcanic eruption, but shortly after that, we've got an atmospheric river coming across the northwest, and that's going to dump over 100 inches of snow on the top of Mount Rainier.
Yeah, you said you thought Mount Rainier, and then there was a story that came out yesterday about, a polar vortex is going to come down and dump 110 inches of snow on Rainier. And if that doesn't cause an avalanche, Jen, I don't know what will. So again, that was another thing. I'm like, wow, really? That's scheduled for this week, and Jen saw that?
Now, as far as shaking hands, the two groups of people that walked up and faced each other, and there was a line drawn on the ground, it could be one of two things. We have Zelensky says he'll send an amended plan to the United States to end the war after speaking with the Pope. Scrolling.
Yeah, and then it feels to me like North and South Korea, Jen. It really does.
It doesn't feel right.
Okay.
We also have Israel and Qatar secretly had a meeting in New York to rebuild ties between the two nations. So that could be the handshake. That could be a Gentel confirm right there.
Or could it possibly be Laura Loomer and Candace Owens?
Now, on my show yesterday, I was talking about how was it you that said all elections are run through Venezuela?
Yeah, the rigged elections have been run through.
So yesterday on my show, I was talking about if they do pull Maduro out, he, of course, there's many reasons to pull this dude out, okay? But what they're going to use is probably stealing the election, because that's going to be useful to us, okay? And if indeed all elections or all are run through Venezuela, they stole the election there. They put the new leader back in. They tell everybody how they did it and how it was stolen. That's going to lead to finding out about what really went on and how the 2020 election was stolen here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Trump put something out, or had President Trump says that in the next couple of months, new evidence will emerge proving the 2020 election was stolen. That came out last night after I did that show and made the connection. So what's going on in Venezuela right now is not just about a rate. It's not just about Nassara, but it's very important to
the wake-up call, right?
Reveal how these elections across the globe are stolen and where it's happening. Now, I saw that guy in jail. Okay? Pretty sure it was Gitmo. If he's in Gitmo, why does the United States have the right to put him in Gitmo? Because he was involved in stealing the 2020 election.
Makes him an international criminal.
So this is all tied together. And that's why this is so good. What's going on down there? We need to keep an eye on it.
And also where the president gets the power to nuke any fucking Venezuelan boats coming out of Venezuela that he wants to, because it's a declaration that is considered a declaration of war on the United States. If another country declares war on the United States, the president does not need to go to Congress to get them to declare war back. He doesn't. That's it.
Well, this is going to get good. And not only do we get our rate, because his hands are lifted off of the suppression of that rate in Venezuela, but we're going to find out what's really going on down there and who was really involved. Oh, also, did I see that? Breaking: Venezuela's former chief of national intelligence, Hugo something, has officially released every U.S. senator who was on the Venezuela list of politicians who have been receiving millions of dollars in kickbacks from the Maduro regime and drug trafficking. Okay. So, how much you want to bet most of them are Dems? How much you want to bet?
There's a few Republicans.
They're all in bed with each other. And we've got Maduro, which is just the front man in the band. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
But the operations to steal the elections and to keep the United States under a certain power, under the cabal's control. And they have free reign to do whatever they want down there. And all elections are run through Venezuela. The whole thing's going to blow up. Now, how do we pull people out of office? Everybody's been waiting. They're going to come in with the marshals and the military, and they're going to pull everybody out of the office. They're all going to go to jail. Why? For stealing the 2020 election.
Well, yeah, for stealing in 2020, right.
And so on the surface, the public accepts it. Oh, my God. Okay. We don't have to say anything about their dirty deeds and their affiliation with the children and all the rabbit hole stuff, okay? Because the public can't handle that. They're going to have, you can have heart attacks in every living room. But they will accept that.
Yeah, especially
meanwhile, the other countries are revaluing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a problem. And so now that we have a public who is thinking, well, what's really going on? We've been lied to and cheated, and my vote doesn't matter. And now our financial system's falling apart because of the fiat money system that they've kept us in all this time. And then, the white hats and Trump come in and say, you know what? Not a problem. I have a plan. We're going to go to gold. And we're going to make all these changes for the people, and everything rolls out smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
It's all happening at once. I'm having a lovely day again.
Yeah. And on the TNT show, on the Toxically Masculine Tuesday show last night, I believe Brooks said on the TMT show last night, Toxically Masculine Tuesday, Brooks said that a country, I think it was England, or they're threatening to dump all of their U.S. treasuries, $3.2 trillion on the market, and crash the dollar. And I said, good, I hope they do that, because guess what? That means we'll go to gold. We'll go to a gold currency, and Mike and Jen will be rolling.
They'll do that exactly when they need to do that. That'll be tier 5.
Go.
Everything will be revealed exactly when it needs to be revealed, and that's pretty much why they call it a movie.
So please.
So yay. I'm still hopeful for tonight. If it doesn't happen tonight, I don't know, maybe it's next Wednesday. But any day is good with me. Okay? Yeah. Any day is good with me.
Well, before Christmas, that would be really good.
He did say the Gazette will be published Wednesday. He didn't say this Wednesday. So let's, not trying to say, cover my own ass here, but that is a possibility. But I'm not going to start doubting it now. We've got a lot of things happening. That last post that, and there's another post that was put out 10 hours ago from a he. Today or tomorrow, the legitimate Venezuelan government will be recognized globally. And before the world, Maduro's illegitimate rule is over.
Yay. Okay. Now can we go to questions?
Yeah.
That was a long list of I told you so's. And I'm going to tell you so.
It's not I told you so's. It's keeping everybody up to date, you know.
All right. All right. Remember, include your real name. That helps Jen get connected to you. Let's start rolling from the Rumble side of the house. Tina wants to know if her mom or dad has a message for her.
Well, who is your mother or father, and who are you? All right, Tina.
Tina.
Your father wants you to know that he is proud of you, and never said that enough.
Oh, that's sweet. Carrie from the Rumble side of the house. Karen says, "Will I be an M or a B?"
B.
Okay. Lee King.
Listen, if this goes down correctly and you have Boulevard, all of you are going to be a B. So you can stop asking me
that. Jen, can you tell me the names of my spirit guides? And do they have a question for me? This is Lee.
Okay, that is a long.
Yeah.
Let's have one specific question, please.
We got a message from her spirit guides. His spirit guides.
Spirit guide's name is Ruth. Looks like an Italian woman. Or kind of like that. Message. Something about sweets. Cut back on the sweets. What's your blood sugar? I don't know. Something like that. Something about sweets.
There you go. Lori says, "Hi, Mike and Jen. What is a discomfort or pain in my right neck, ear, throat area? It makes me feel like I have the flu all the time. I've had an MRI and nothing. Thanks a bunch."
It's just tension right underneath your ear. Rub the sides of your neck. And also lymphatic drainage. Get one of those little roller things. Put some heat on it. Get it to drain.
Okay. And go to the Cairo too. Kimberly Reck with $10. Kim, we love you. Thank you for being here. Kim cured her kitty with ivermectin. Supposed to have been gone 3 years ago. Hi, Mike and Jen. Mike Smith here. Will I be an M or a B?
B.
Okay. What? What is this question? Hi, Jen from Susan. My boyfriend can't finish in bed. Is it physical or mental? What? Really? Let me just tell you. Speaking
circulation.
As it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both. Yeah, it's a little bit of both.
Nothing shocks me. You guys,
That's not a question we've.
The things I hear, it's like I'm a doctor. It's okay. It is circulation.
Little TRT and a little bit of a little blue pill should help with that. Emily Peterson wants to know what she's doing at the end of March 2026.
And I'm sorry. And also, he's got a prostate problem. What am I doing at the end of March? It's not a specific date, specific moment. The end of March. Peterson. Changing your residence. Relocating.
Nice. Okay. Viviana. Jen, you were right. I would get a new car at the end of December, beginning of January. Mine was just totaled and I'm purchasing a cheap replacement for now. When do you see me purchasing the car that I really
February.
want? February. Okay, February for the dream car. Cool, Raul, the Eagles fan with a question for Jennifer. Do I need to worry about marrying Marcia? Thanks, 100 trillion in Boulevard.
Would you just marry that chick already? I mean, you asked me that like every show forever. Just marry the woman.
Dude.
She's a good woman.
Dude. Thomas, M or B?
B.
Julie, what do you see me doing August 6, 2026? Thank you both for all the
Making arrangements to fly somewhere. And then there's something planned later in the day. I don't know if you're going to pick somebody up at the airport or if you're making, like, you're booking flights.
Okay.
That's what I see.
All right. Am I on we don't know your name, hun. Am I on track to get a new 2026 vehicle? You didn't give us your name. Got to give us your name.
Credit score. I don't think like on this timeline, if nothing happens, credit score is important. You need to do more with that.
Okay. Richard wants to know if he has more than 3 children. Does he have any hidden kids out there?
Richard? My first question is, so why don't you know that?
Yeah. Mike knows he doesn't have any kids.
Yeah.
Yet.
Okay, I don't know who it is or where they are, but you have one more.
Male or female?
Boy.
You get that? Boy.
You have a son.
You have a son. I have a son. Good morning, Gender Mike. I was wondering if I still get 7123 Broadway.
Yes, B.
Stop with the 2 questions. Jeff wants to know M or B.
Big M. Wait a minute. That's your project. Funding. Yeah, B.
Awesome. Milagros. Okay. Will my motion already submitted to the judge be dismissed with prejudice on January 14th, 2026?
Yes, but not on January 14th. I think they move the date again and then they do it. They don't know what to do with your case.
This lady, P-Tel, 1925, wants to know what's going on with her husband, Kelly, and what does he need to do to get better?
It's not specific enough. Better with what? That's like a full reading.
Yeah, it's like a medical reading. I don't really know what's going on. M or B for Roxanne?
It's a big M.
Okay. Patricia says, when will my son Matthew L. meet the love of his life?
Well, the love of his life, he'll meet in 29. The spring of 29. I think there might be somebody else before then.
Okay.
Or several.
Jen, this is interesting. I've met the love of my life like 3 times, and they were the love of my life at that time. But then as I changed as a person, relationships break up. It's like then you have a new concept of the love of your life. Does that does that make sense? Or is it just, is there always that one super special one that you're supposed to meet? Or is there multiple opportunities to have that one special one?
Well, I think the angels are defining love of your life as the one that lasts the longest.
Mm-hmm.
So not the depths of your feelings. So it would be a mutual love that lasts the longest would be the love of your life.
Yeah. Michael says, "Hey, your ears could be from flying. I used to get bad ear. Yeah, it was been like a month or 6 weeks since I flew when this happened, so I don't think it's connected to flying. But again, I would like to just have tubes put in my ears. That would solve the problem for 6 months or a year. I agree with you, Michael. Thank you. Thanks for that. Okay, let's pop over to the Rumble side of the house and figure out who, what, when, where, what's happening over on that side. Where are you? There we go. All right. Starting at the very top or as close to the top. And guys, if you had a question, your Rumble ran it or something, and it slipped out of here before we got it, ask the question again. Include your real name. Okay. Connie Anderson says, my son Kyle is flying from Arizona to Idaho on Saturday. Will he have a safe trip?
Yes.
Scott D in North Carolina asks, M or B?
B.
Barack Obama used the auto pen to sign Jerome Powell's commission when he appointed Powell to the Federal Reserve Board of Governors in 2012. That may be true, but there's nothing wrong with using an auto pen if you know what an auto pen is. An auto pen is a device, they've used them since the World War II era, where the president can sign multiple documents with one pen. You have a pen that's attached to a contraption that has, let's say, 10 more pens. So they lay 10 documents down there. The president takes his hand and puts it on the signature line, and then he signs it. So you get 10 identical but completely legal signatures so he can sign 10 documents at once. There's nothing wrong with that as long as it's really the president of conscious thought and mind and body doing the signature. The reason the auto pen is illegal for everything, almost everything Joe Biden did, is because it wasn't Joe Biden signing it. And even if it was, he was not cognizantly aware of what he was doing. That's the issue. So a simple auto pen signature doesn't mean that it's an invalid document. That would be nice. Okay. Sean for $10 says the marketplace condo sold. You see me settling for a smaller place there, another opening up, or finding a new place in the northeast or southeast Minneapolis condo? Southeast. Okay. Sky Prince is hearing incredible news. Yes, she is. Linda S. Fossey says, Jen, you rock it. Thank you very much. Love your wild hair look. It's fun.
Well, I did the hair nice, and then I had to run outside and save the patio furniture, and then I had to come in here and sit down. So,
okay, Tom H. in Rock Hill, South Carolina says, when do you see me being able to leave my current job of 27 years, and do you see my better half, Kim B., becoming an M or a B herself? The currency she has. So, Tom wants to know when he's leaving his job.
I heard 2, and then I heard a month. So it could be 2 months, or it could be the second month.
Okay.
Girlfriend? Did he say, or wife? What?
Yeah, his better half, his wife, M or a B. Emily. Or no, Kim. Kim B. Sorry.
Big M. Can have a sugar mama.
Okay. Debbie wants to know, with a BBIE, Debbie, can you tell me if my paternal grandpa Elmer has anything he wants me to know? I never knew him in this life. He passed away before my dad was 3. Wow.
I love that. I asked Jesus. He said, slow down. Life is not a race, it's a journey.
Hmm.
You tend to get stressed out because things aren't happening fast enough. Oh, thanks, Grandpa. You don't know what we've been through.
Yeah.
I do know you. I've known you for centuries.
Wow. Yeah, my own paternal grandfather passed when I was, I guess, 2 or 3 years old. I never knew him. There's Super 8 movies of me with him, but I
Oh, you want a message from him?
sure. What?
I'm not going to do it. Just next question, please.
Come on. We
No,
can tell me
no,
right?
I was going to be a smart ass.
Okay. And my
Um,
my paternal grandmother, I believe, committed suicide in the 1920s when my dad was just 2 or 3 years old. So.
she was on something. Or drinking some absinthe or absinthe. Is that something they used to drink?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Absinthe. Uh, I'm getting a really slow, lethargic kind of feeling or something. I don't know if
Mhm.
that's like heroin or what,
Yeah.
but there's something going on there that was an influence in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too bad. Shalita says she wants to open a child daycare and academy. Will she be an M or a B?
Very, very big M. God, Jesus, and the divine is very proud of you for your dream about doing that. You're supported in that. Going to be really good.
Debbie P with a Deby P wants to know the names of her angels or guides. Do you get any names with Debbie P?
Something occur. I'm trying to hear it. I'm not hearing the name. Let's call her Jessica. That's your primary spirit guide. And then, because it's the only thing, it's something with that at the end of the name. Angel. Primary guardian angel. Mathis. Sounds like Mathis or something.
Julie, a new monthly subscriber, wants to know if she's an M or a B.
B.
Kathy Clem, Kathy. Kathy Clem, M or B?
B.
Greg from North Texas, M or B?
B.
Robin wants to know if the Venezuela Bolivar is under or over $1. She can't answer that. She's not going to answer that. We already asked her. So don't keep asking that. Christy says, Jen, will I be able to close on 6916 Sky Road on or before February 1st with or without an RV? Christy, Kristi.
With? Yes. I answered.
Okay, there's a Joe, not our Joe, wants to know if he's an M or a B, and he's happy that Barkley is better.
B.
Hmm. Jana wants to know if her cousin Connie, who recently passed, has a message for her.
She's okay. She's still in transition. So still getting used acclimating to the other side, getting used to stay put. There's no real specific message there. Just asking Michael because when they recently passed, it's hard for them to come in and stay put. The soul has to remember to control their thoughts so they're, if you think of someone, they're there for a minute, you think of something else, you're over there.
Okay, Jane, for $20 says, after my med bed appointment, what weight am I, and is my back repaired? Well, first of all, the purpose of the med bed is to repair your back, and your weight, I think, is going to be up to you. What your weight will be. Is that incorrect, Jen?
I don't know how tall you are, but I keep seeing 147.
Okay, 147. Kendra here, would you share my background connection with my spirit guide named Douglas? She's curious about Douglas.
What's her name again?
Kendra. Kendra.
You had a life, and I'm seeing an Aztec pyramid. You also had a life in kind of the Roman heyday over there. So pretty ancient. Once he was a father, and once he was a trusted friend. And I don't think you always were female. You have to understand, sometimes female spirits, if souls, if they want to get something done in life and in the previous generations, they'd have to come in as a male. Because women were so repressed. It's not. It's only recently that we could actually,
get things done.
Go to school, right? Do anything.
Wally says Auburn is flooding and wants to know if he's safe. We're talking Auburn, Washington, where
we got flooding across Washington because of that atmospheric river that's
glad I'm not there.
Auburn. What is his question about it? It is going to flood.
Is he safe?
Well, you're going to have to reroute. I mean,
get up on Lee Hill, man, and don't come down.
You're just going to have to listen to the news and keep up on it.
Yeah.
At your house, I don't think it comes all the way up to the house, but there's some flooding in your immediate area, yeah. Okay. I don't know if it's going to cut off the road.
Cornbread Brondo wants to know if I will get a job before the RV. I've been laid off for 4 months. Jen, that's a big-ass coffee cup.
What?
Cornbread says you have a big-ass coffee cup.
This one's really not that big.
It's pretty big.
On it.
Pretty big.
Says be the change.
He wants to know when he'll get a job. Will he get a job before the RV's been laid off?
No, you're going to sit around and not get a job before the RV. And I'm not saying you're lazy or anything. I'm just kidding. Pretty sure the RV happens. That's the strongest timeline that I see right now. The other timeline just kind of gets very, very faint and fades away. So, no. I'm just going to say no.
Flower points, the boats with drugs that were blown up didn't have a flag from their country, so no declaration of war. Again, if you interfere in our elections, you've declared war on us. Once you declare war on us, we are at war. We don't have to declare war on you, although we like to sometimes.
Boats are blown up.
The narco boats. And if we see them come out of Venezuela running speedboats across the Caribbean, you're toast. Katrine, Katrin, Katrine K, Katrin K, M or B?
B. I just heard stay tuned for distractions from what's really going on. So we might have some smaller things happen in the news that are going to distract us away from what's really going on inside the countries, and especially Venezuela. Stay tuned for distractions.
Okay. Crystal, with a K, wants to know about her daughter, Mackenzie, and will she continue in her relationship with her current boyfriend, Dennis?
Well, it's kind of none of our business.
Yeah.
Mom. Let's see. What information can Mom have? This is not a lifelong romance. That's what you can have.
Okay. Sylvia would like to know, or sorry, Arlene would like to know if her mom, Sylvia, has a message for her.
Stay patient, stay faithful. It's coming.
I believe this is Marcia. Carr wants to know when she will meet Jerry. Will she get into a med bed before she meets
To meet Jerry. And you should both just get in the freaking car and go meet each other already.
She wants to know.
Been asking me that for like a year.
I know she wants to know when she's going to meet him. I'm like,
best case scenario as of now would be Gabriel March.
You know, it's funny. You can feel it. There was the first love of my life, Leslie Jolliker. When I was about 40, I started getting this feeling. I hadn't talked to her in years. I got this feeling I was going to see her again. Like, it was coming. It was coming. It was coming. And I was in New Orleans at an engineering conference, and I went out to catch the shuttle, and the shuttle had left early, and I didn't get on the shuttle, and I had to go back in to the hotel in New Orleans to ask for a cab. And there she was in New Orleans. So we were both living in Seattle, or she was. I was living in LA. And I'm like, gee, how does this happen? I live in LA, you live in Seattle, and we run into each other again, as I knew we would, in New Orleans, of all places. So I will just say, you never know when it's coming, but you can generally feel it.
Did you act on it?
Yes. We were able to complete what we should have completed in our 20s, in our 40s. So as I look at it karmically, it worked out. Perfect balance.
Good. Men, take your opportunities when they come.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. You know, when that happens, God's trying to tell you something, okay? He's like, okay, you wish for it. I arranged it. Now what are you going to do about it? Got to do something about it. Okay, Kat, K-A-T. Does my mother, Elise, I-L-L-I-L-S-E, who is passed, does she have a message? Does Elise have a message for Kat?
Elise have a message. She's following along with this whole story. This RV thing. It's exciting, she said.
Okay, we got to get Jen wrapped up here in about 5 or 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, 5 minutes.
Carolyn,
3 minutes, actually. If we
Carolyn Michael wants to know if she's an M or a B.
B.
B, good for you. And she wants to know, she thinks she has more than one herniated disc. Does she?
One question, please.
Okay.
We're right at a time crunch. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Rick, R-I-K-K, wants to know if his yellow dragon bonds are real.
Some of them.
Okay. And believe me, you don't need very many of them to be real to be extremely well off for the rest of your life. Charisse wants to know her spirit guide's name. She's a new monthly supporter. Thank you, Charisse.
Just Jesus. You guys, I need first and last names for spirit guides and things like that.
Kendra, yeah. Or no, sorry. Charisse.
Joe. Male or female? Male.
Kendra wants to know if her daughter Ashlyn and baby will have a smooth and healthy birth. Always something to worry about.
There might be a pause on the way out because the cord might just slip around the baby's neck, but there's no damage done. They get it handled. So if that happens, don't panic. That's the only problem I see. Everybody's healthy. I see the baby wrapped up and her resting. Yeah.
Nice. Rhonda wants to know, do I have family members that have passed that come and visit me and leave messages?
Yes.
Good. Pay attention. When you think you got a message, you did. Shelly, will Santa bring me a new car for Christmas? I tried to behave.
That's a surprise.
Okay, we got 6 more questions. Betty O, will payment for the guns I consigned come by Friday? Betty, Montana Treasures.
I think so. Yeah.
This is a juicy one. Jane, I had a dream Abraham was standing in front of me with a billion stars behind him. I walked up and he gave me a hug. It was a wonderful dream. Does this mean I'm going to become pregnant?
Going to become what?
Pregnant again.
No. That means you're an ancient
spirit.
That's awesome. There's more to that story. But that's cool. Yeah.
Okay. 4 more questions. 5 more. Robin.
5 more?
They're cool.
No.
Our primetime gal, Robin, wants to know how many past lives she's had.
Robin? Like 100 million? You've been here a million times, Robin.
The Federal Reserve has cut the interest rate by 25 more basis points. That's great. I just refinanced my house. Terrific. And Rick, M or B?
B.
Fake Mike Bara on Telegram just sent me a message. No, it wasn't me.
Okay, next other
questions. 3 more questions. Joni, will I be healthy enough this spring to build my house on the mountain? Wow.
Yes.
Mountain? Good for you. $10 from Heaven Meets Earth to CA. $10. I don't know. It's Canadian. Jen, does my grandma Ernestine Tina Vigil have a message for me? Tina Vigil, have a message for whatever your name is.
Don't doubt your intuition. You're right.
And Lady Di, the last question. Did Archangel Michael speak to me yesterday about the RV?
You were speaking to him, whether you heard him correctly or not. I'm not sure.
All right. That is going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for another great episode. Jen, thank you once again for participating, answering questions. Do you have anything coming up the rest of this week? You're going to do another philosophy, or are we?
Most likely I'll do one Thursday morning. Yes.
Okay. You will see me back here again tonight for Whiskey and Wisdom with the original Mark Z and Zester. Thanks for being here. The football show, we're going to do our predictions and look ahead to the week ahead in the NFL on on the show on Thursday. Go back and watch yesterday's episode for the controversy about what's going on with the betting on the games. Is Pete Carroll dirty? Did Pete Carroll kick a field goal just because of Vegas gambling?
Mike, I have to go. Okay, I have clients all day long.
You make me sad, Jen.
Say goodbye.
All right. I got to set the right outro video. Goodbye. Thanks for being here.
Bye.
Love you guys. See you later.